What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, or welcome to the Soulless World. Let's head on into the live scene. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Soulless World. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday so far. So, in today's video, or stream, I should say, we are going to get these forges functional. So I went ahead and I had to look up a little bit of redstone and whatnot. But I have made it so that we do have a fully automated super smelter. And there's still some other redstone stuff that I'm going to kind of mess around with. But here is the premise of how this all works. So this right here is where we put our ores in. Over here, we put our fuel. So down below in here, as you can see, we have a bunch of furnaces, which, by the way, I actually wanted to swap those out because I wanted to put in blast furnaces for faster smelting. Now, we do have 3 furnaces, so keep that in mind. One I want to use for ores, maybe even 2 for ores, and then 1 fully just for blocks. And that might be this one back here that we will do that with. But I will tell you guys right now, it's probably been called it already. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going with some jank stone, where it's redstone that's very janky, but it works. So we have this dropper tower here, so that whatever is smelted out from the furnaces goes through here, and then this dropper chain goes up and feeds the chest up here. So I'll go ahead and show you guys right now how this is all supposed to work. I do need to also get some fuel as well. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and empty out my inventory. This specific one took a decent amount of resources, and I spent all my time today coming up with this functional. I wanted to make this functional, and that's primarily my focus. So I didn't do really any resource gathering except for what I needed. So first things first, before I forget, because I'm going to forget, is we're going to make some blast furnaces. And I think, aha, here we are. Here's the rest of the smooth stone that I was looking for. I have so much iron, I am not worried about it in the slightest. What I need to do is this block temporarily. Replace all of these furnaces, and they should be being fed up into our chest here. So there's a total of 16 furnaces. So if this is working as it should, we should have 16 furnaces up in our top chest here. Now, I didn't really necessarily come up with the greatest way to get in and out of this place. I did have one at one point, but then I had gone ahead and blocked it off. So there we go, 16 furnaces. That is wonderful. That's how we know it's fully working. We just need to grab ourselves some iron and blast furnaces. So I wanted to use blast furnaces because they are a little bit more efficient at smelting in comparison to regular old furnaces. So that's what we are doing right now. Pickle Clips, welcome back. How you doing? It is a very solid build. Like I said, it's got some jank stone, but we love jank stone. Okay? We live with it. So let's go ahead and put these in. Beautiful. That is all good to go now. How you doing, Pickle Clips? Did you have a good weekend? I hope you had a good weekend. All right, so we want this to work. Let us go get some resources to fully test out the functionality of this whole thing. So we no longer need these furnaces. We're actually probably going to repurpose these for the next couple forges that we're going to be crafting here. So we do have some coal here. And we do need to get some raw resources. I'm kind of debating if I wanted to remove any of this stuff, but I have so much other stuff here that I would much rather use up first. So we'll do some iron ore and copper ore. Sure, why not? Also, I should probably pull up the chat so I can actually see it properly. Went to see family on the weekend. It was fun. I'm glad you got to spend time with your family. That's lovely to hear. I see my immediate family pretty much every single day at work, so I can go a while without seeing them. But extended family, uncles, aunts, cousins, I don't get to see them too very often. So that's primarily when I genuinely enjoy spending time with my family. But yeah. We're just gonna do a bit of this because I want to actually get some of this stuff actually smelted. We might use up some of it for like decorative purposes at one point or another, but at this, I really don't need the ore blocks right now. Getting this stuff kind of compacted will be nice, making this stuff into, you know, copper blocks, iron blocks, gold blocks, that kind of stuff. Although I do want to also try and expand on, you know, all these little mounds of resources that we got going on in our storage room, our hoard, if you would so call it that. But that's a lot of copper, holy crap. But hey, that's what the super smelter's for. It's supposed to smelt all this stuff very quickly. So these do run off of switches, so you do have to manually turn these on and off. Unfortunately, I might end up redoing the fuel line. Maybe have it come up beside this lever here that we could turn them both on and off, perhaps. That might be something that we do. But as of right now, we're just gonna throw in that stuff, and then in here, throw in our various resources. Probably we'll start with the copper because, you know, want to make sure everything's going smoothly. So if we go into Cheaty Cam again, we should see that the furnaces are all on and stuff is starting to filter in. So that's very good. That is excellent to see. So if we go in over to here, it's also not the quietest, but yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at those juicy iron or copper ingots there. That is really efficient. I'll be 100% honest. I think this is the first time I've ever actually built myself a super smelter. I know Soulspawn has built one in the past that I've borrowed and used on like Voidcraft Beyond Dusk, but I don't think I've ever actually built one myself. Now, the one thing though is that it is loud-ish, so we will want to, you know what, we're just going to turn the blocks sounds off. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Actually, why is this not showing? There it is. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, we have lots of copper being smelted right now. And eventually what I would like to have happen is when these are actually active and running, I would want to have lava flowing down and out into here. And I think I should, yes, I do. I do have some slabs. Can I please put them down? Yes, thank you. Ah, that's right. I do have this. This is where I was originally thinking of feeding the whole system, but it was going to get a bit messy and a bit tricky. So I probably more than likely just messed up somewhere, potentially. It's feeding the copper, so that's good. That's still... Alright, there goes that. Yeah, this thing is actually working like a charm, and that's what we absolutely want to see. Alright, I'm just gonna build up here. And for now, let's go ahead and remove that block. Oh, there's definitely going to be a chest in one of these hoppers now. Gosh darn it. Really wish I was paying a bit more attention. It's probably being fed into one of these hoppers somewhere. Ah, crap. I can't believe I've done this. Just double checking. Aha, there it is. Had to double check that I wasn't in the furnaces too. So that is wonderful. So let's grab our cobblestone. And it would be kind of cool to kind of have this all filter down in through here. So we'll have... Basically, we'll have a lava fall coming in from up here, like right under where that fire pit is. It expands out, which I should probably also... Let me out. Let me out! I could probably also fill that in. Do I have... There we go. Actually, I can't... I didn't think... Now we can kind of hear it all, but I think that is it. So that's kind of the premise for how I want these smelters to work. Yeah, there's nothing left in those. Let's see how well this is. Wowee, this did an amazing job. That is exactly what we want to see. And now I'm going to compress all these down into copper blocks, and I'm just going to throw them into the storage chest here. I'm going to end up with a bit of a chest monster, and I really should try to avoid that as much as I possibly can. But we shall see. So, basically what I want to happen is, while this is on, like, probably have this lever here, activate the lava up there, or somehow, some way, get it to work like that. Or, where's the... Or, even better idea, what we can also do is just have a simple... You know, I think I might be getting a bit too complex with this, but we get the gist. We get the idea of how this is supposed to work. I do need to get myself a dispenser though. So when it is active, the lava flows from the dispenser here and out into the forge to make it look like it's actually active. It's midnight and I want pizza, but I can't get it because it's too late. I am so sorry for you, Pickle. Pizza does sound kind of good right now, not gonna lie. So, what I need to get myself is... Oh, look at that, a bow. Just gonna make a few of those. I should have... Just gonna grab some of those too, because I'm gonna have to make more hoppers. There's a good chance I might have to also make more observers too. You know, I thought there was a way to kind of compress this whole Jankstone setup here. So, like, instead of having the redstone, like, I thought something like this might work, but then we're still getting the sound from you know, I actually do want to try this really quick. Just so I know that I can kind of compact this a bit more. So this powers this, which then signals to that. That goes up this chain here. And then, yes. That's how that's supposed to work. Let's see if it still does. Oh. Do we... Would you look at that? I mean, there's still that subtle click at the end, but that's definitely more manageable than hearing it constantly going. So, okay, so we have to keep a mental note of that. Then I might even be able to, if this tracks out the way that I want it to. Because earlier today I was messing around with this. I'm thinking to myself, how the heck am I supposed to make it so that when items are going through, that actually just makes it so much worse. So how the hell... I am genuinely so confused on this. So we made it perfectly silent. Somehow. Now, all of a sudden... Still feeding the items. Still doing exactly what it's meant to. That is so weird. But you know what? I'm not going to complain about it because this is something that I messed around with this a lot earlier trying to get it to work. And now that I actually have it working, you know what? I'm not going to complain about it. We're just going to roll with it. That makes no sense. I'm so confused. You and me both, buddy. Jankstone. I don't know. It makes absolutely no sense. But it works. So, hopefully, this will take a lot less time to make. But... we're still going to do the thing where we need, right, a dispenser, not a dropper. So that when we activate this, lava bucket goes into there. So now, when we say on, we can hear the lava flowing. So that's good. And we see the lava coming out. Kind of. Oh, that's right. We're gonna have to flick that again. Don't like that. Might have to do something else for that cosmetic part of it. But regardless, you guys get the concept. I think we need to stop wasting time and get right into building. So I'm probably going to end up needing a bit more wood. Maybe. So I'm going to have to remember how I did all that with over here. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. But I think we might be able to make it work regardless. So let's go ahead and start digging all of this out. So how many blocks down did I clear this out for? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In all actuality, I probably didn't have to go. Actually, no, I did have to leave that space because of this hopper set here. If I were to have moved this whole thing up by 1. Now, granted, the design calls for like a chest right here, but I don't know. I have a ton of iron to use up, so I'm going to use up my iron. I'm still getting tons of it every single day, too. So it's not like we are lacking in it by any means. So to give myself enough room as well, I'm going to have to dig out 1 more block for a total of 6 blocks. So I can get underneath everything. I'm trying to remember. Because it's a total of 8 wide. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm thinking I'll probably just leave that in like so. So this one will be another one of our ore smelters. So I'll have to make more blast furnaces. And then in the back is where we'll have our blocks. And I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of glad that I'm doing something a bit different today. Because, I don't know, as of late, I feel like I've just been doing a crap ton of building. And I haven't really been necessarily challenging myself too much with learning new things. Because, to be frank, I'm not a redstoner by any means. Any redstone, generally, 9.9 times out of 10, I look up a tutorial of how a specific thing works. For example, my mob farm at the beginning of this world. What else have I made? What else have I... Oh, the lights in the throne room. You know, the block replacers. I had to look that up. Even though that's generally pretty simple to do. But I digress. Redstone for me is one of those things that I really have to like challenge myself to do. So I think for now we're just gonna give ourselves a proper way in and out so that we could build this a lot easier. So I think where we should probably start is I need to make droppers. How much redstone do I have? I only need 5 of those. Let's throw some of this miscellaneous crap into there. We got our observers. I'm going to need a repeater. Whatchamacalls, right. I'll also need regular stone if I have any left. I should have some sitting here. I got plenty. Comparators. I'm definitely going to need a couple of those. But this is where we want to start. And so we want to start about right there. I'll make one more chest because I want it to be double chest worth. I want to be able to just dump a whole bunch of random stuff into these and not really have to worry too much about storage or anything like that. Okay, so from here, we need our droppers to go from boom, boom. Nope, we need them to go upwards. Two, three, four. Nope. It's not where I want you to fate. That's not the direction. That's not the block. Come on. There we go. There we go. So now we have to remember. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up having to expand this out even further. So let's go ahead and do that. Probably going to do one more block on each side. Not even going to worry about getting my shovel. Just going to dig right through those couple blocks. Ooh, there is a cavern right there. Ah! Where did you come from? Dude scared the crap out of me. Jeez. I'm so mad because I have a headache and it's midnight. Oh no, I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. I had a headache yesterday for most of the day. It sucks. It sucks when you just have random headaches and you don't exactly know why. 9 times out of 10, though, for me, whenever I have a headache, it's because I haven't had enough caffeine. But it's definitely not a problem, I promise. Just gonna do myself a bit of a favor. They'll despawn eventually. Okay, I'm also gonna have to do another couple blocks out here. So it should be observer facing this way. Observer facing down. Might not even dig out that much. Boom, boom. Right. Let's go check. See, this is why we also have this, the free cam mod, so we don't have to go back and forth wasting time like that. But yeah, that's simple enough. Once again, still genuinely have no idea why and how this whole system works like it does, but it just does. And that's also the beauty of redstone sometimes. Chest? Cheater? I'm not a cheater. I mean, yes, and okay, if you really want to be technical, then yeah, you'd be correct. I'm kind of cheating. Only kind of, okay? All right, we got to make sure that that's facing the proper way. Like so. Also, you got... Make sure left click the comparator. Also, you got your observer facing the dispensers the wrong way. You're right. You are absolutely right. Thank you for pointing that out to me. So left click that. Servers need to go this way. So that's how that should go. Definitely gonna have to make more hoppers, but hey, we just smelted a whole bunch of iron, so it's gonna work out. Alright, so test. Staking items, dispensing them, and they go up to the chest. Beautiful. Heard of schematic mod? I use Lightmatica, usually for my schematics. Do I not have Lightmatica installed? Oh. Lightmatica. Configure. Open GUI settings. Yeah, that's right. What is the control to toggle? GUI main menu is backslash. That's right. I changed it because I kept hitting... I wanted to keep hitting M for my map, and it kept opening up Lightmatica, so I changed it to the backslash. But my map is still set to the comma, so I need to change that at some point. Okay, so I need to make more hoppers. Yes, generally it is M, but I forgot that I had changed it. Okay, so let's just toss that stuff into there for now. Also, I mean, I might have enough hoppers or observers that I wouldn't have to make any more. Where's... probably sitting over in here. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Do you have a source of automatic fuel without mining coal? Not yet. I did want to make a lava farm. I was actually potentially thinking of putting it right in this little corner here. Originally. I might still do that, or I might make a separate room for it, just to kind of, I don't know, give us another spot to work with. So what we need to do is this. So we're going to basically start from the bottom up. That might sound weird or something, but to me, that's just, it makes sense, okay? Don't bully me. So what I need is... more iron. And all this cobblestone that I have can be tossed into here. Actually, I'm going to need 2 of those. And my smooth stone. Didn't have to make that much, but yeah. What's your goal for this Minecraft world? Well, this whole world is essentially like a whole fantasy universe that Roth and I are creating. So not only is there going to be, you know, the dwarves and elves, there's going to be other civilizations that we'll work on as time goes on. But yeah, we're just pretty much creating our own fantasy universe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one thing I do want to preface too is that we're not necessarily we're not using Minecraft mobs per se as like our own creatures and such that we're going to be having in our universe. They're just kind of there, but we do plan on making custom creatures, you know, our own lore and all that kind of stuff. I feel like I might have... No. Did I build that one too low? Ah, I did. So I need to put... I see what I did wrong, but I'm also going to need more hoppers. So that's what I'm trying to make. I do have 2 whole stacks to use up as well. Got to keep that in mind. Oh, not buckets. All right, more hoppers. It's good. That is very good. Hey, there's my stuff. Thanks. Yeah, kind of forgot that we have to put that space in there. Well, I didn't necessarily forget. I pointed it out, but then I just didn't execute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then do this. I hopefully gave myself enough room. I thought I should have dug far enough. Because I might have to go out one more. Like, I might have to dig back. I'm going to dig back 2 more blocks. Just because I want to give myself ample space for all of the other wiring. I might even have to go 3. Because I just remembered how I have the other one set up is the rails. Oh, actually, hold on. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just giving myself more work than I need to. But I would like to have just extra room to play with in case I want to figure out a better way to do this whole system. But essentially, I think I want to go back at least 1 more set of blocks so that I'm not running into any issues with the rails. Because if we take a look at this one here, you know, these go like right up to pretty much right up against our excuse me, go up right against our dispenser chain here. And I don't want this redstone to really interfere with this, even though it doesn't really feel like it will. Am I just overreacting? Or maybe I'm just kind of being a perfectionist almost, that I gave myself 2 blocks space, and right here I only have 1. That very well could be the case too. I think just to give myself a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, a bit more peace of mind. Because for whatever reason, I'm a perfectionist with certain things. Then others, I'm just like, eh, whatever. Ah, right. At least it's convenient that we know where everything's going when we're breaking stuff. So now that that's good, I'm probably going to end up having to make more. Maybe not. Yeah, I definitely think I gave myself like just enough room. But hey, it's fine. It's totally fine. Probably gonna have to, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make more hoppers for the next super smelter. But it's fine for now. So now I kind of want to... What I need to do is put a block there. Put a block there. I hate that I'm using deep slate. Just use cobble. It's fine. So I have to keep in mind that one of these lines will be for resources, the other for fuel. I think this is pretty close to what I already have. Oh boy, this is also... It's also a bit further out. Where is it? No, I think it might... How did I do that? This is also the other problem when it comes to redstone for me, is that, like, I do something a specific way, and I'm like, wait a minute, how did I do that again? Okay, so, main line goes like so. Okay, so let me grab my rails really quick so I could just so I know what I need to do. And that doesn't make much sense. Rail goes there. Other rail line, it goes in through here. I might even be able to do a little bit of trickery. Because this is where it needs to feed to. But we have this line right here that we have to keep in mind. So what you should want to have happen is here. I'm just going to do myself a bit of a favor now. Just put these down so I can better visualize how I want this to work. Where did I put the other rails? Aha. Nope, don't want that there. Gosh darn it, that's not what I wanted to happen, but it's fine. Gonna need 2 more redstone blocks too. So let's go ahead and do that. Make a redstone. There they are. Nope. Gosh darn it, rails. Not what you're supposed to do. There we go. Nope, please. Cooperate. Pretty please and thank you. Why? Why must you hurt me like this? Good. That's good. Let's not break anything else, please. Doesn't really matter where we put these. That should be good. So now, gonna put a couple rails there. So this will be for our ores. Let's go ahead and fill this in really quick. And like I said, we could probably pull off a little bit of trickery with the rails here. Hell, we might even just be able to do this. And then block this off, so no bad things can get to us. So that goes down like so. Then that connects to that. And now I just need... not that. High lapis. Put that down. Put that down like so. Then just a bit more boost there. You know, I think with this specific design, Might even be able to push it in by a block. This might look a little weird. That's fine. Because technically I'm gonna try something. Give me stair blocks. I'm trying to remember if minecarts can phase through stair blocks or not. I tried with half slabs earlier and it did not work. Let me see if maybe this one will work. So grab a minecart for testing purposes. Go ahead and do that. And then what we can even do is put like a half slab there so it's a little more hidden. And then just put a lever, if I can get one of those. Guys, I'm telling y'all right now, the brain cell is cooking. Wasn't it not enough power? Or did it just get hung up by the block? Test number 2. Off and away. Yeah, so it had to have been the block, because now that's running pretty much perfectly. And once again, maybe I can even... Nah, it's probably not going to work. Yeah, no. Gets caught. Push that back up to that. Yeah. Runs like a charm. Maybe I just do something here to help conceal this a little bit better. Because then what we can also do is design this in a way that instead of going down and well, it might still have to go down and under, but that goes there. Give me cobblestone. And powered rail. Might have to do something like this, but hey, that's still doable. And that reaches perfectly. Where's my other half slab? It's fine. I can make another. And honestly, for like the back side of this, oh, I use the slab right. I don't really mind that this looks like this. But let's go put in another minecart. Make sure that this runs right. And it got stuck. Okay. But that's fine. We just had to remove that one block and it went zoomy. Okay, so it looks like... Gosh darn it. Got stuck again. Well, it looks like it's doing what we want it to do, which is the most important thing. Still feeding. I feel like we could even go a little bit more compact with this. No, because I think this is good. I think what we have here will suffice. I just have to put down a few torches to prevent mobs from spawning in here. See, this is why I wanted to leave enough space to work so that I could get around this just fine. And now we can even test it. Just gonna drop some of this stuff really quick. Let's go get ourselves some more coal and ores of some kind. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Just want to make sure that this is fully working, right? Right. How's chat doing? You guys hanging in there? What are you guys' thoughts on what we've concocted so far? Just want to preface, once again, the auto smelter is not my design. I did have to look that up. But all the connections and whatnot, that's all me. How we're going to do everything else is a wonderful question, because I'm not too entirely sure just yet. But it's at least... Oh, didn't mean to do that. I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves. Oh, I guess I should probably make a quick announcement, since this has been something that Soulspawn and I have been working on. If you guys remember, probably a couple months ago by this point, we did have a Vintage Story community server, the Soulless Gaming Vintage Story community server. It's been on a bit of a hiatus as of late, but good news for anybody that does enjoy Vintage Story. And if you are a channel member and or a dedicated chatter, we are reopening it to our channel members and dedicated viewers for an opportunity to play with us. So if you're interested in checking that out, we'll be starting it on December 19th. So mark that on your calendars. December 19th, we'll be heading back onto the Vintage Story community server. Now, one thing I should probably mention as well is we're still going to be doing everything medieval, but the game plan is we will alternate every other week. So we'll spend a week on everything medieval, another week on the community server. So that's how that is going to go down. So I hope you guys are excited for it. I'm also excited for it, because there's a lot more mods that we're playing around with that will greatly enhance the experience compared from last time. Now, I should probably make more signs. So we got to remember this one's ores. And we do also need to change these to whatchamacalls it? Minecart chests. That's the word I was trying to think of. Do have a lot of ores. Holy crap. Make 2 of those and put them back. Half slabs. So ores go into here. And you know what? I'm going to get the other ores that we put away. Smelt those down as well. Just to make sure that this is all working. Not shit. It's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I wanted. That might come back to this design here might come back to bite me in the butt, but still testing. All right, put the fuel into there and send them off. Let's check it out. Looks like all of our furnaces are active. Looks like this is off to the races. And there we go. God, I'm so good at this. Not really. I'm just very happy that this took probably close to half the time that it did to come up with this, because there was supposed to be an even more compact design that I wanted to work with, but it didn't really work with the confines of this. So I said, screw it. I'm just going to make a bigger one that's just going to be hidden under the floor. And you know what? I'm happy with it. This thing is chugging along. Let me go get my blocks and slabs. I don't think that's how I did that. And you know what else we could also do is specifically with this design for this version here, could even put a button right on this block here. Yeah, right here. Or now I'm just kind of coming up with various ideas for the lava and how I want that to look. My only concern would be that the chest would burn. I don't think... Do chests burn? It's actually a great question that we need to ask ourselves really quick. Do chests burn? Because fire tick is on, if I recall correctly. I think if it were to have caught on fire, it probably would have by now. So maybe not. Maybe we can do some cheeky stuff with that. Nope. Oh, what the heck? Uh-oh. That's not good. Might have actually done that myself. Oopsie. Let's fix that right up. Boom. Gonna double check to see. I think we sent off all the fuel by this point. Yeah, no more fuel. But button go there. Lava go into here. So now we want to show that it's active. We just let it flow. Wanted to kind of ideally have it flow over. Maybe we even put it up like right. I think if we do that, it might also work. It does. So now, look. Ideally, how I would like it to look is when it's active, we'll probably end up putting another dispenser up there. Just, I don't know. Do we want to put like a button? I don't even think we could even reach that if we even wanted to. I don't know. Maybe this will just be the indicator here. But now we can actually go into this chest here and, you know, hey, look, there's resources that we can gather. So that's awesome. I'm actually quite proud of how we were able to compact this. Or not even really compact it, but just make it look better. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the ores. It's fully empty. Iron is flowing in. That's what we like to see. And then when it's done, we just flick at the thing here. I don't know. I might replace these blocks with like coal. Just kind of give it that more burnt look almost. Like coal blocks. I don't know. I'm getting too far into it. I just want to make sure that these are all fully functional. So let's start with that first and foremost. Let's go ahead and remove all of these blocks. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I'm just going to have to remember how I managed to build out the thing. How I built out the super smelter over there and replicate it over here. because they are both pretty different in comparison to each other. So, at least with the routing, functionality is still the same. But I want to do the routing like I did with that one, and then this one over here I will redo. Because the brain cell was only working at half power when I was doing that one. So now that we have full power brain cell, oh, we're going to be cruising. We love it when the brain cell actually works, am I right? Right. Roth should be joining us tonight. I know he was doing some planning earlier today when I was on as well. So I would assume that he's going to be playing tonight. Unless I hear otherwise. Last little bit of stone here that we need to remove. Then we can get started. Probably should build it out the same way that I built previous one. Start from the bottom, work our way up. Give ourselves a little bit of a staircase. Child. I really need to mob-proof this room too, but I don't want to do that until I fully redo these walls either. So it's like, Do I want to waste my time? I think I also... dug this back by a couple blocks. Giving myself a little more room. I feel like that'll be enough room. Potentially. Okay. Yeah. Seeing how I did that one over there compared to over here, this just feels so much sillier. So I'm glad that I was able to find another way of doing it. Do I have not a whole lot of storage room in there? This time I'm actually going to need... Please, for the love of God, stop using deep slate. There we go. Hoppers. Definitely going to have to make more. Because this one will be for our blocks. Hell, I'll even just use the rest of this wood here that we've got. Can never have enough hoppers. That should be enough. Now, another good question would be, do I have enough? I probably don't have enough powered rails, actually. And I don't have anything in there. All this should just be iron and copper, which it is. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to get some more gold. I don't know if I actually even have that much. Okay, never mind. I do. Yes, I do. I wasn't entirely sure if I had enough gold sitting in here. I was starting to think to myself, like, ooh, do I have to go gold hunting? Now, to be honest, I really don't do a whole lot of strip mining for resources or anything like that. Like, majority of these resources that I have sitting in my chest were from digging out this mountain. Occasionally, you know, whenever I've done a little bit of exploration, I've snagged like diamonds here and there, but normally not anything else. So, I don't know. Maybe I should probably start doing a bit of strip mining in the depths of our base here. It's not really even a base, but you get what I mean. Actually, I just had a brilliant idea. At least it's brilliant to me. What if, for like our lava source here, instead of having a button for it, actually that's going to be nearly impossible to do. My thought process was if we were able to get like a observer chain to go from like, I don't know, this furnace. Could I? I might have to make more, but I'm also gonna try to not get too distracted. That's another thing that we will experiment with in a little bit. Let's just get this stuff smelted. Because what I would like to do is the observer sees that the furnace turns on, so then it sends a signal from the observer that's seeing the furnace, sends it up to the dispenser, and then it dispenses. But then when the furnace goes cold, it then sends another signal back up to remove it. To remove the lava, to show that it's off. Look at that. Already a stack of gold. We love to see that. Alright, so let's get more sticks. There's our another comparator. Is it already done? By golly gee, this thing is magnificent. Okay, so what am I missing here? You know what? I'm just going to make a whole bunch more power rails. Because I can. Okay, so... Oh, hi, kitty cat. How's it going? Observers. This is where we need to start. Might have to run to the nether to get some more quartz, because I did not really see much quartz in my storage rooms. So do I have any more? No? Yeah, I'm gonna have to make more droppers. What else am I missing? I feel like I should have everything I need. Right, I wanted to get more wood. That's what I was missing. It's my rockets. Because I have tons of spruce. Or I wouldn't say tons, but a good amount of spruce. I also need to redo this hall here to match this one. So we can actually fly in and out of here when we want to. Actually fly. So let's do... Really only needed one more chest, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Right, put that down. Dropper chain. Nope. Perfect. Although I think this was only supposed to go down to 5. We know it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did dig an extra block down. It's fine. It's totally fine. Alright, so what we want is boom, boom, feed. Like so. Comparator. Peter. Gotta make sure that right. So arrow, obviously. All right. Quick test. So why the heck is this silent? Or the other one's silent, but the other one isn't? don't think I did anything different. Why did that one get stuck? Why? Why? That's all correct. I think the only difference... I don't understand redstone. I don't understand it. I truly don't. Makes absolutely no sense. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that goes down. Now we need to do furnaces along here. So we got to remember this is for our blocks, not for ores. Actually gonna have to make more hoppers again. Which is kind of crazy because I made a whole bunch and it wasn't enough. Alrighty, well, not worried about it. You know what would be a decent idea is a tree farm. A tree farm might not be the worst idea. Ah, that's right, I have to make chests first. That's right. Okay, so we then need to do on this side. So I think the side that we want to have blocked off is this one. And then it's... Now, granted, I didn't give myself enough space on this side. So do I... I think we just have to do it. I think we'll just have to do it on the other side. So instead of that side, we need to block off this side for our rails. Now we got to remember how we did this. I sure as heck don't. How did I manage to pull this off before? I think before we go any further, though, we should probably just finish building this first. So that's what we're going to do. We need 2 of those. Got our rails. You know, if I do things enough times, then I actually... Like, if I physically do things enough times, then I have absolutely no problem doing the things to accomplish the goals. Yeah. Oh, hello? Stream? Streamy Weemy, what are you doing? Nothing. I think we're good now. No. I might have even just made this even easier for myself. Potentially. Did I? I don't know if I did. Well, let's check this design real quick. So I did right. So we removed that, put a stair there. Okay. I think I might have figured it out. Probably. So it goes boom, boom. Let's hop up here really quick. So once again, actually doing what I need to do to help me figure it out. And even so, I might be able to get away with concealing a lot of this redstone too. So both rails go there. Those two connect like so. feel like I might need to move this out by 1 block, because if a torch is powering that... Oh no, it still does feed. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. That will work then. So let's do this. All right, there we go. So now just to be on the safe side, we just do that. And couple redstone torches. Will this power the entire thing? It doesn't. Oh, right. No, it won't, because that's cut off. Right. So power goes to that. So that does power that, but it's honestly fine, because we still need to power these down here. So that's why we need those blocks there. Right. Okay. I think we are pretty much a go now. I just need to double check really quick that there's nothing that the cart will get stuck on. Did I? Ah, right. That has to go be blocked back up. But I think that's all that we need. So let's grab a couple more mine carts to test with. And snaps. Okay. This can be resolved. All we gotta do is that. Let's make a couple more stairs. Stairs go there. Slabs go here. And let's block all that off. Now, quick refresher. This one is for the blocks. This one is for fuel. So we can label this. Not there. That's where we need to put the lever. Blocks and fuel. Perfect. Now I just need a couple levers. What'd you do with all the wood? Send it off. Double check that these don't get caught on anything. It does slow down a tad bit right here, but it's still... think just to give myself a little bit more to prevent myself from going insane, I guess. That should be good now, so it doesn't lose too much momentum. I just don't want it getting stuck. Okay, that's good enough. That's good. So now those feed all that. They come back up to here. It's beautiful. Perfect. And just as a quick test... Oh, I do need to replace them. Well, I need to replace them with minecart chests. What do I do with all my wood? Did I go through all my wood already? That's kind of crazy. I didn't think I went through that much. But if I did, I did. It's fine. Just go get more wood. I've chopped down way too many spruce trees. Let's put that offhand. That's right. I did want to try to prevent ourselves from being able to see any of the redstone. So put that there, put that down below. Good, good. That works out perfectly. That's right, we do want to test with blocks. So send those off. The furnaces are lit. Should start to see stuff trickle down through. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it's a little bit slower with blocks, which is to be expected. But I'm not too upset about it. This will be great for smelting a lot of glass. And you know who does a lot of smelting of glass? Me. Because, if you guys remember, we've been working on these things here. We went ahead and did one already over here. So I gotta get even more sand to get glass for all these other veins or chasms, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, that's gonna be fun and interesting to do. But at least now we should be able to do a little bit more bulk stuff. But other than that, we got all 3 of these smelters made. 3 super smelters. That's kind of crazy for me, if I'm being honest. Like I said, never made a super smelter in my life till today. So there's always a first time for everything. for sure. Making sure this is all lit up so mobs don't spawn and ruin my stuff. But before Roth gets here, I think we're going to go ahead and take a short break. And then when I get back, we will fix up this smelter here, make it a little bit more uniform with these other three, and then we'll probably also attempt to figure out the lava components of it. So, with that being said, go ahead, stretch your legs, grab a snack, do whatever you need to do. We will be back in just a few. All right, everybody, I have returned. Let's go ahead, hop back into the live scene. Okay, so, like I said, we wanted to fix up this smelter here because it's so buns. Needs to be redone. I want to say we were on the right track for this. It just... Yeah, no, we were definitely on the right track. It's just we didn't necessarily... execute correctly. So all we need... Yeah, we don't really have to make that many adjustments, which is good. Like, all 3 of these blocks need to be gone. That... Yeah, this one should be good. So, where's the lever? Alright. Now, these are swapped. Ores. Yeah. These are swapped around, so what we gotta do is gather up all these blocks. Gonna attempt to hide as much of the redstone as we can. Ah, there he is. I knew he'd be getting in here shortly. So... once again, just build it to imagine it. Well, this will be close enough to how we built the others, so I'm not going to be super nitpicky. And corner rail. Oh, that's a corner torch. We need corner rail. Actually, we can even just do that. So now... once again, I think I should probably light this up just a little bit more. I want to make sure that nothing spawns. Yeah, okay. Nope, that can't be that. That could be like so. Boom and boom. Ah! Good Lord. Why? Just why? Why does the game like to scare me when I'm like in my zone, I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and then out of nowhere, bam, skeleton. Like, what the frick, man? So rude. Alright, so 2 stairs, 2 slabs. And we can call that good. Stair. Nope. Slab. Stair. Slab. Now we just have to put these back in. Set them off and double check our work. Cool. So not getting stuck on anything. No. Beautiful. Love to see it. And I'm just going to double check on this corner here. Yeah, no, it doesn't lose any velocity, which is what I was more afraid of than anything. So that's all good now. Hi, Roth. Hi, Roth. How's it going?
Good.
So good
got
news.
A couple questions for you.
Oh,
Go
okay.
Ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, good news. I officially have 3 super smelters working, which is great. So, what were your questions?
Well, first of all, I was gonna ask, because I know you worked on your super smelters last week, but then you were having some issues earlier today. So I was gonna ask if there was anything noteworthy to come over and see. That's the first question.
I mean, they're functional now, so I would say that's kind of noteworthy. Is that one out of...
Here I come. Second question is, why do bees hum?
I should have known something like this was coming.
Because they don't know the words.
That did ever... I hate dad jokes so much. Why? Why must you do this to me? That's right. Do we make this silent? Oh, well, that'll do it. Why was that blocked? Make sure none of these others.
Did you expand the forest recently?
Did I expand it?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of.
I thought so. I was like, I didn't think it was like all the way up this way. We've got a sign to Dustcarth to the porch.
Porch or port?
Port.
Oh, no, I haven't done anything with the port yet.
I was just reading the sign.
Oh, gotcha. So one of the rails is still active over here.
Hey, buddy. Enjoying your freedom?
I want to get back to work. See? Told you. Just wants to get back to work. Can't really notice it too much, but still want to replace these. The real question is, how far has that one gotten? Because last I checked, he was pretty much near the exit, the entrance.
Yeah, he's just hanging out over there.
He's still just hanging out by the entrance? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hi there.
Why there?
yeah, well, you're going the wrong way. That's the...
I'm just making sure there's not any more golems that are
Seriously?
need rescuing.
Seriously? This guy. Anyways. This is the forge. They're fully functional. But I hid the stuff on the back side. On each side. So this side, like, the controls are facing the wall. Except for the center one, because I didn't leave enough room. So, I unfortunately had to put the controls in the front. But I think I did a pretty solid job of condensing it. Because I don't know if you were checking the stream out at any point. But I originally had it, like, out further away from the forge instead of directly underneath them. So, like, it was a whole rat's nest of rails below here. And then I built the second one. I'm like, oh yeah, I could just do it this way. So yeah, the reason why you might see stuff like why these are all open and whatnot are because of the whatchamacallits. I'm planning on putting lava in here for like an indicator of when they are in fact active, because lava can flow over chests and not burn them. So like I wanted to emulate like active molten ingredients are coming out and being smelted type thing. So now I have to figure out how I want to do that, because in my head it sounds like it shouldn't be that hard to do, but might end up being a bit harder than I'm realizing. Because how I want it to act is I'm going to have an observer chain see when a furnace is active. It's like, I'm trying to figure out how the best way. Are you able to go into free cam and look at this furnace specifically?
I can't go through blocks in free cam. I have fair free cam.
Oh, well. Oops.
Be able to...
I guess I do have the cheaty cam. The real cheaty cam. Alright, so basically how... Come over this way. Yeah. I know my staircases so well. So basically how I'm thinking of doing it is I'm going to have an observer like examine this specific furnace here, send a signal up and over to where I'm going to have the dispenser for the lava. So send a signal up to there. And then when it goes dark, when it's not smelting, nothing, it'll turn it off. Theoretically speaking, it should work. Also, please tell me why when I think if I remove these blocks here, if I just send a stack of blocks through, for example. Okay, it's not doing the thing, but it was originally earlier, it was like making the clicking sound like it was activating all of these. But somehow, some way, oh wait, I think I figured. I think I know how. It's, like you can hear it occasionally click.
Yeah.
Up there it goes. Like, that's originally how it was going. And I was thinking to myself, like, how do I do that? So, like, all I had to do was that instead. And... Now it's quiet. Make it make sense.
Is there...
There's nothing under there.
Here?
No, nothing.
So I was wondering if like somehow it was being like bud powered or something.
I don't know. But yeah, completely silent if done like this. Any other way, it makes noise. I mean, other than when it's done sending stuff up, it makes a click. But it's not the constant clicking that you would normally hear from all these dispensers being activated, right?
Interesting.
So now you're also seeing how the rails and stuff work. They're hidden under, and then they're sent down and through. The rails and such was all me. The actual super smelter was tutorial.
Gotcha.
The super smelter part. And the dispenser tower was me. I call it Jankstone because it's janky, but it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's new for me. And
I
now,
feel like the jankiest thing I've ever made in Redstone was Voidcraft Season 2, The Wheel.
my God. I think
You
that's
just
where my
mentioned
true
janky
gambling
then.
addiction came from.
And my mind immediately went to that. Dude, I don't even know how I made that. Like, I think I pretty much looked up how
Wheel
to make,
2.0.
like,
We need to do Wheel 2.0.
yeah.
That
But
would be a
basically,
fun mini game to do.
I think the only thing I looked up for that was how to make a randomizer
Yeah.
with Redstone. And then yeah, I did that, and then yeah. Might have looked up a couple other things, but like there's not a tutorial to make a giant gambling wheel out there. There wasn't. But yeah, did that and then just like started hooking things up, and it was crazy.
Started running things one way, that thing another way, and it just worked.
Yeah. I'm so glad though I used colored wool for the different redstone lines.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I think there was like 8 different prize tiers or something like that.
I think that's
Or
how,
like 16.
if I recall
Something like
correctly,
that.
there was at least 8 lights.
Yeah.
And I think each
Crazy.
one you might have set up as like one good, one bad. But I know you did that with Abby, so like she would know that better than I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wheel 2.0, everybody. It's coming whenever we finish these projects.
Yeah. I'll make it when we're done with the world.
When we're done with the world. Yeah, I haven't done too much with the ceiling texturing or anything else. I'm still quite proud of... I actually didn't point it out at the beginning of my stream, but I used armor stands to use diamond blocks as like a little decal
Yeah.
at the tops, which...
It was cheaty guy. He's cheating.
It's armor stands.
I like this.
You like this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's literally just a shelf and then I butted 2 bricks together to make it look like a train track stopping thing.
This guy cheating. He's cheating.
I just like to have extra details. What can I say?
Yeah. I want to with the armor stand, but I know once I start I won't be able to stop, and I just want to like finish my build first and then go back through and add stuff.
That's probably the best bet for you, bud.
Otherwise, I'm gonna like spend 3 streams working on like decorating one room.
Although I will tell you right now, the new armor stand mod that I installed is so much easier to use than Statues data pack.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Eventually, I actually want to have some functionality. It goes to nowhere. I did a little tricksy wixie with coal and glass to make it look like it goes from a dark tunnel. But yeah. Eventually, it would be kind of cool to have some actual functionality, like have some rails and whatnot running through the base, like in
Right.
some of
Yeah,
the
you could
tunnels.
do like skulk sensors, so that way it's like when you walk in a certain area, it
It
activates and
activates.
starts
Yeah,
running
but just
stuff.
like
That way
having,
it's not running all the time.
even specifically on like this side of the base or this build, because this is like the industrial side. It's meant to look like it's bustling with industry and
Yeah,
stuff.
if you like had like some little bridges going with like mine carts and stuff running across or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, you know, would also save me a decent bit on glass. Yeah, because I already pointed it out earlier that like having the super smelter now is gonna make getting glass so much easier to fill all this in and everything. Still quite proud of this one. Also, what's going on, cool guy? Welcome in. But yeah, it's nice. I should probably go check on the guy. Was there one or two up there?
I only saw one.
Where'd the other one go? So normally I would see him on my mini map, but I'm not seeing him. Where did he go? It's not up
Guy
here.
has officially
Yes, what?
he has officially left
Did you nudge him out?
outside. I did not.
Dude, it's dangerous out here. I'm telling you that right now. It's nighttime. Well, wow. I'm actually genuinely surprised that he made it out this far. Oh, he's going back inside. He realized how dangerous it was out here.
Alright, good luck. Hopefully the creepers don't blow up on me. I hear bad things. There's bad things in the woods.
That's supposed to be the point. Deter the enemies from wanting to get close. So we throw in. So we let the bad things spawn. Man, now the next step I need to do is, I think instead of figuring out the logistics, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to figure out the observer chain for the lava. I think I might have to go to the nether first to get some more quartz, because I am lacking in quartz. Hey buddy, how's it going?
Good.
Actually, did you do much else after I had left last time? I guess we'll go check out what you've done. And then on the way back, I'll get quartz.
Dude. Welcome in on the YouTube chat.
That's a nice castle you got there. Because you just built the tree last time, right? Or did you work on some?
Ago, I think.
2 streams ago.
I've been working on the inside here.
Oh, that's
The floor
right.
down.
That's right. You were filling this in before I left. Now I remember.
Yeah, I added the base floor, or not the base floor, but like the floor level for there. So that floor and the one
Okay.
below it have like nothing done on them. But
I mean, at least you got something.
yeah.
I think I saw that you were starting a staircase too.
Yes. It's gonna be a weird one. This is just gonna be a room here.
Okay.
Staircase is over here. Which, yeah, I'll have to like put some stuff back here so it's just not empty. But yeah, basically this is going to spiral up almost to the ceiling here, and then it juts over. I perfectly planned out the staircase so it'll jut over into like above the ceiling of this room and then come out that hole there.
Okay.
It sounds really janky, but I promise it works out all right. And then it's going to be mirrored on that corner there, the opposite corner basically.
Okay. And then you'll just figure out what to fill in all this space with.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Solid work, my friend. You're doing a great job.
Got some resources on. Oh, I haven't done it yet, but I planned out how under the tree will look so it's not just grass. Like I just got a bunch of podzol and rooted dirt and leaf litter I gotta place into there.
Okay.
Rooted dirt, super annoying to get.
Yeah. Because you have to find an azalea tree.
Well,
and then
you can grow azalea trees in the block under it.
Ah, that's
one
right.
block under it.
Yeah.
Will turn to rooted dirt. I had forgotten about that, and then I saw someone else get rooted dirt that way in a video. Might have been beat ups or something like that. And I was like, I forgot you could do that. Now I don't have to go look for an azalea tree. But still, I chopped down so many azalea trees because I got myself like over a stack, I think, of rooted dirt now.
Damn.
Chopping away.
Chopping away.
Last time I also spent a fair amount of time organizing my shulkers.
No, bunny.
I made a shulker box for each wood type. Well, minus the nether woods because I don't have any of those, so I didn't bother making anything for that. But yeah.
Yeah, I did mention earlier, like you haven't had any ideas for making a tree farm or anything, did you?
I joked that we should make a tree farm, but I haven't gotten around to it. I was gonna at some point soon probably look into some tree farm builds and see if
Yes.
Brain just shut down. Yeah, see if there's one that works for like all the tree types or at least most of them type of thing.
I remember Etho made like a tall tree farm back in like season 8, I want to say. That seemed to work pretty well, but I personally haven't really looked into that at all. So
yeah, I'm sure there's probably something out there. Probably
somebody's gotta have designed it, right?
Yeah.
Nobody would let just 2 redstone noobs build it. I think it's probably in my best interest to just grab a crap ton of quartz while I'm here. So hopefully I don't have to do too much gathering. Excuse me, sir. You're not supposed to smack me. Yeah, I mean, I have a massive storage room for a reason. Might as well just get all the quartz I can get. Hi, Mark.
Yeah, I think there's just going to be a fair amount of unused space in this castle, at least in this part, because of how weirdly shaped things are.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, though.
It was fine. It just seems inefficient, but oh well.
It is what it is. Maybe you'll, I don't know, along the line just be like, oh yeah, this might be an interesting idea for that specific room. At some point.
Well, like, even just like more than that with like having just odd corners and stuff that just get covered up, like in this tower, because there's points on all four flat or all four cardinal sides.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know. It'll be fine, I guess.
It'll be fine.
Like,
No
I
need to
probably won't
overthink
have
it.
any in the pointy parts. It'll probably just get covered up with a flat wall. Well, not flat, but you know.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I just had, I don't know, a group of like 5 piglins spawn in. So that's fun. They're gonna try to get me while I'm mining up some quartz.
Gonna get you. They gonna get you.
They gonna get me. What are you guys? Oh. No chance. Ouch. Are you excited for the next update, Roth?
Yeah. What's in the next update again?
Mounts of Mayhem. We get spears.
Beer.
We can do jousting.
Let's go.
That would be so much fun. I almost did a major oopsie.
Major oopsie.
Yeah, I almost wanted to stop myself to like go back and get some quartz that I found, and I almost hit the lip of a block and plunged myself straight into lava.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Man, I love shelves.
I still have yet to do anything with shells, but then at the same time, I don't really have any builds that could use them.
I'm not even like doing anything too crazy with it. I feel like I'm just like doing it to just like round stuff up. off a little bit more.
Right.
I feel like, yeah.
You know, they're an excellent block for something like that. All right. Let's fill the rest of this. Holy quartz, Batman. You know, I was thinking to myself that maybe I should start to do some work on Dustcarth so I can get my itch for, like, some degree of castle building.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be a full-fledged castle since it's more of like
a little tiny one.
Yeah, it's more like a keep than anything.
Keep a big manor.
Big manor could potentially work too.
Dustcarth Manor has a nice ring to it, I feel like.
I do like that. Write that down, write
And
that down.
Vampires.
I mean, to be fair, there's the crypt right there, and I kind of already did have some ideas leaning into that.
Yeah.
Could get my other journal where I started
necessarily
actually writing down.
vampires, just some spooky dudes in there, up to no good, maybe. Or that's what they want you to think.
Got my journal. Started writing stuff down actually last night about more lore for the dwarves.
Yeah. Demon's got a diary. Dear diary, Soulspawn was mean to me again today.
I hate how I was gonna say the same exact damn thing. Dear diary, Roth is also bullying me today. Disc. Earth. Sips. Just gonna full corner.
Made a stream marker for that, so hopefully I remember to put that.
Plot twist, Dustcarth Manor is just Luigi's mansion. That'd be kind of funny too.
It cut out, and all I heard was plot twist, Dustcarth Manor. That'd be kind of funny too. It literally cut out everything.
I said, plot twist, Dustcarth Manor is just Luigi's mansion.
True.
Alright, we got a good amount of quartz now. Our buddy's back inside. I actually have no idea where the second one went. I'm not
hiding in the blacksmith.
He's not hiding in the blacksmith. That was the first place I checked. He's not in one of the dwarven home that I made. Here's another whole shulker of stuff. What the heck? Silly zombie. Yeah, I have no idea where he is. I don't see him on my mini map or my world map. Oh god, please tell me you didn't fall off the edge. Can they take fall damage?
Oh, I feel like they don't, but I could be wrong.
I feel like I would have been able to see him if he was on the glass. But I don't even see a tag for it. Yeah, I think he's just gone.
I mean, I'm sure he's just went off and made a new life for himself, you know?
Plot twist, the one that just went outside today is that one. the first one that went that was up near the entrance is already just gone. I could see that. Right, I'm gonna throw the quartz in here. How much redstone do I have? Not a whole lot. You know, I mentioned it earlier in my stream. It was like, I honestly really don't do much like strip mining for resources because everything that I've mined up was basically from digging out my mountain.
Right? I don't remember the last time I went and like dug up stuff.
Okay, so I'm
Like, I've
not
chopped a
crazy.
lot of
It's not
trees,
just me.
but,
Like we haven't done
'cause
like
you
a
like- you
strip
like-
mining session.
right. Like pretty much we dug up stuff that needed cleared out of your mountain and haven't needed to like go anywhere else to get stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay. So, can we pull this off the way that I would like to pull it off is another great question. Because dispenser, go there. Give me back my other dispensers. How did I... Ooh, excuse me. So this is just going to be the most basic way of going about this. Just a simple observer chain. I'm going to try on one that actually has a little bit more space in it. It's like, in my head, it makes some sense that I could pull off the idea that I have. But I just don't truly know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Oh, for Hightail, I don't know if you saw, but when the pre-order starts, like once you pre-order, you'll be able to like reserve a username.
No, I saw that. I think that was actually something I was trying to message you earlier about, and then I got distracted from your building. Welcome back to Jinkstone, everybody. Where Z-Man attempts to build his wildest dreams.
Jinkstone with Zman.
So, we're pretty much right there. So that's got to be blocked off. All right. Probably needs a little bit more fuel, so I'll send that. Oh, gosh darn it. See, that's the one flaw with my design, is that the lever is like so close to the minecart, so when I try to right click on the minecart, I click on the lever instead. Let's just go. Grab that, and no, that won't work. Oh, we have some raw iron here. That's perfect. Gosh, I really hope the way that I'm rigging this up will work, because I want this to work so badly. So that has to go there to ensure redstone doesn't get destroyed. All right. So, quick reminder. This observer sees this furnace. When it turns on, sends out a redstone signal to this observer, to this block, then sends it up the chain. Up to there, through, and to observer. Okay. Moment of truth. Okay. It turned on. So now, when this burns out, I just heard it click, so items are done. Oh, come on, please, please, please let this work. Oh my god, it works. Yes, that is absolutely wonderful. Oh, I could cry right now. I'm so freaking happy.
Dear
Actually,
diary, today I cried because I did redstone.
listen. It's Jake Stone, okay? That is... I'm so proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie. I feel very proud of myself for being able to pull this off. I did not think I was going to be able to.
Look at you go.
So now I even have... Mr. Krabs, I have another idea. So we removed that lava source. Because I might be able to even send from that redstone signal up through the floor. Uh-oh. Alright, so this is the center part. So redstone go there. Observer go down. And then... Ooh. I almost lit myself on fire. Alright, we need ore. More ore. More. I haven't been this excited about redstone in forever. I'm just going to remove a few of these. It'll be fine. Let's go ahead and remove these blocks. Actually, I did want to throw in more coal because I noticed it was getting a little low. More redstone ideas. I need a way to know when there's no more ore or no more coal. That might be a little bit too far out of my expertise. Send that through. Send that through. Jankstone, baby. Holy freaking crap. So now, when this goes down, should turn off both. This is the most proud I've been of myself in so long. I might even try to... Oh, well. Cool. Okay, so... Ah, there's the observer. Okay, so... Block there, redstone here. Observer to there, redstone to there. Right, so now that's hooked up. Okay, maybe occasionally the campfire will catch on fire, but it's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, that's what it's made for.
Exact. You're so right. There's a little more ore that I can smelt up. Oh, I didn't. I forgot to put the lava back in. Damn it. All right, one more time, just to make sure. All right, lava in. Should be shut off. Wait for that to come back. Send it away. Shouldn't have to go back down. Okay, this is something. I think I see what I did wrong. Okay. Hopefully final test for this one. And moment of truth. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Accidentally almost burned down my entire thing here. That would not have been ideal. That's wonderful. I need to shut up about how proud I am of myself for figuring it out. I'm just surprised I was able to get it to work. All right, now the real challenge is, can I even re-replicate this? Okay, I think I see. No, the math ain't mathin'. Why is this not? So it should be booted up like so. So those are two. Ow, what the? Dude's a freaking sniper.
Snipe.
All right, moment of truth for this one. Uh-oh. I think it's working. Yes. Okay, so now I think I just need one more lava bucket. Dude's like debating if he wants to go outside or if he wants to stay. Go follow your brother, little iron golem. Or copper golem. How are you hanging in over there, Roth?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Done with
good.
the staircase.
Done with the staircase?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I think once I get this third and final one fully operational, then I'm get working on a infinite fuel source for this. So ideally, I want to try to use lava as like the primary fuel source instead of coal.
Right.
But the only thing for me is if the bucket will go through the system as well once it's been used. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sure you can potentially set some kind of filter system.
I feel like I should be able to. Okay.
Alrighty, one staircase is done.
5 more to go.
Basically.
probably have to remove that lava source. Uh-oh. That's the most efficient way out, I think, back here. Okay. Remove the lava source. Chair. What? Chat? Want to come say hi? Want to say hi to chat? You want to wave? No? You just want to claw my neck? Okay. Spoiled little brat. That's not redstone, that's lava. Spicy redstone.
What, you don't want lava?
Not in that specific spot. It's a dropper, a dispenser. Just to be safe, do it like so. All right, do I have any extra ores? What? Not really. Oh, here's a little bit. Gonna need some coal too. Okay. How y'all doing, chat? Hanging in there still? Having a good time? Listening to my voice while you sleep? You know, sometimes I think to myself that, like, you know how sometimes, like, if you fall asleep with YouTube on, at least for me, because, like, I fall asleep with the TV on all the time, because, you know, background noise helps me sleep. Like, I'll wake up at random points in the night and just have random live streams going, and I'm just like, who the hell is this? Sometimes I like to think that there's people out there like me who also fall asleep with YouTube on in the background. They wake up at all random parts of the night and just like, what the hell is this? Like, it would be kind of funny.
Yeah, I would assume so. I need noise to fall asleep most of the time. Well, I don't know, sometimes. Sometimes I'm just so tired I just conk out.
I wish that was me.
Most of the time I gotta have a fan going.
Yeah, I can't fall asleep with like a fan on in the background or anything like that. I don't know what it is.
The TV is hard for me to fall asleep because...
Alright, why did that...
Like, mostly because of the light. Although if it's loud enough, then it also is just...
Oh.
Or if it's something that I'm interested in watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I said, oh, because I'm like, why is my redstone not working? Then I look behind my furnace and it's just burnt up.
You use lava again.
It's fine. It's easily fixable. Both lava sources are out. Make sure there's no lava leaking through. Should be all good. Okay. Easy peasy. Still quite happy with my work. Okay, so what should we do next? Probably lava farm. Yeah, I think the next step is lava farm. So, step 1 is acquiring dripstone. Do I have dripstone? Probably going to be in my miscellaneous blocks. I got 8. Can I make more? Might have to go harvest up more pointed dripstone. There's 2 more. Oh, there's 61 observers that I could have used.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of having to go all the way back to the nether and gather up all that quartz. I'm going to find a deep slate. Not deep slate, dripstone cavern. I don't even know where the nearest one would be. Maybe on the other side? Like down in here? Maybe not. Oh. Nope, that's just... Oh. Yeah, that's not a dripstone cave. That's the top of my storage room. Dripstone, dripstone, dripstone. Where have I seen dripstone as of late?
I felt like there was a big cave somewhere, or
It wasn't Themdar. Themdar doesn't have.
or maybe there was. Was it one of the neighboring mountains had like a big hole in it that led down to a dripstone cave or something?
A. I think I might see it on my map. You know, I should try to explore more of my surrounding region. Because I feel like there's going to be more stuff. Oh, this is an interesting cave. It's not dripstone. It's a lush cave. But it's a biggin'. Holy crap. Uh-oh. Need to be careful. There's skulks, sensors, and shriekers all around through here. Kind of curious if I could potentially find ancient city down here. I don't know. Oh! I clipped a block and landed 1 block away from lava. Should be a little more careful.
Lava is just calling your name tonight, huh?
Apparently. I'm trying to figure out my way out of here. Found a nice pond for potentially a squid farm at some point, though. Is it this one? Ah, yeah. Might be 3-pillar. Or 4-pillar, whatever it's called. This giant cave. No?
Oh, I almost forgot. Hoping next, like the start of next year, I might be doing a D&D campaign. Not running one, but joining one.
And you didn't think to invite me. How rude.
Well, see. You want to?
Potentially. Found dripstone.
Because Waffle is gonna DM.
Okay.
Unfortunately, though, it'll be, well, I guess not necessarily unfortunate, but unfortunate that it'll have to be at very specific times. Like, it'll probably be like, I don't know. I doubt it would be a weekly thing. It'd probably be like a every other week type of thing.
Right.
We just have to work out the details, but it would probably be, I think it's looking like Friday nights.
Yeah.
Just because we gotta wait for the child to go to sleep, and
That's fair.
you got work during the week and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be like Fridays at like 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah. I think I'm loading in some newish chunks. I was like, I want to find dripstone to make my lava farm, and now I'm like, let's explore the surrounding area because I haven't done so in a while. It's like a gigantic mega taiga. It's like to the southwest of you.
Mega taiga.
There's also a couple spruce villages down that way, but yeah, this is mostly just taiga, mega taiga. Couple rivers. Yeah, honestly, I might just spend the rest of the time exploring. I'll save making the lava farm for next time.
Yeah, I think so far, all the people who said they're or not all, but the majority of the people who would be participating or said they'd be interesting, you know to some degree, I think. But yeah, I also know.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff going on, so.
I do have a lot going on. Oh, here's the ice spikes biome that you love so much.
Spikes.
Yeah. Like to the west of you. I'm kind of just like flying over all this snowy area. That's like your region.
Yeah.
Because I haven't barely explored any of it. So I'm like, we should probably check it out.
A ton of villages.
Yeah.
I've explored most of it. To the east of me, there's like a frozen ocean. And then it looks like it goes into like some more snowy stuff. I haven't fully explored sending it that way yet, but
Yeah, looks like I'm just getting over the ocean right now. Oh, there's a big old cave. What's in this big old cave? Nothing super exciting. There's a goat. Another big hole. Interesting cave system. Potentially. Plus, you know, I gotta look around for any other potential places I think would be good for dwarven kingdoms.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say I would want to put one like in your vicinity, which is like a cold tundra themed kingdom or realm. I don't know.
Right.
Oh yeah, I was while I was doing more lore last night, I decided that like the primary like what would be the king of the dwarves would instead be called just a lord, and then all like the other like second in command and like any appointed like council would be considered chieftains. I feel like that works a lot better in comparison to just like king, queen, noble, lady.
Yeah.
Like that does all just feel too human. So that's kind of like my thought process with that.
Yeah, and that's basically why I wanted to do something like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with kings and queens and titles like that or whatever, but I just wanted something different since there's going to be so many kingdoms and
Right.
like obviously like the big human empire, that's all the other humans are, whether they like it or not, essentially technically
An
a part
offshoot of that kingdom.
Yeah. Like they're like it was basically just like, yeah, there are a bunch of smaller human kingdoms around, you know, it's like, hey, a castle and a village, and that was like, they're basically like city states almost.
Yeah.
Type of thing. They're just like little fiefdoms or something, I don't know. And then yeah, and then the empire came through and it's like, hey guys, we're ruling you, and some were like, okay, and others like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
If you say so. And then, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like some concepts like that would be good for like conflicts.
Yeah.
Because that's been like one thing that I've been trying to figure out when it comes to the dwarves is like what kind of conflicts should they have been involved with, whether it's within themselves or, you know, other races.
So themselves, you're gonna have like conflicts with like goblins or something, because like the goblins also are
Subterranean creatures.
subterranean and not liked by the empire. So it's kind
True.
of like, you know, the dwarves and the goblins kind of going at it because there's a limited amount of subterranean area or whatever. I don't know.
Let's check out the staircase. Yeah, I think that works well. How you did this.
Yeah, it looks nice on the inside. Just don't look at it from out here.
Well, now that you brought it up, now I have to. Gosh, this is
Yeah,
so
basically
plain and
it's
boring.
like, not that things were peaceful before the empire
No.
empired, but like it was just, yeah, it's like, hey, you know, small kingdoms, city state things basically, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
maybe probably some larger kingdoms, but then it's like, okay, well, how do you defend against an empire that you can't see coming because they just go through a different dimension and show up at your doorstep?
Right.
Like, just whenever. So yeah, a lot of it was like, okay, yeah, well, you can be the emperor or whatever, sure, buddy. Like, just because they're like, we don't, like, what do we do against this? And like, yeah,
Right.
like for sure previously, like, because this is like a while after that happened, but like for sure previously there was like a split in different a number of kingdoms siding with and against and all that, and like there can probably be like some kind of like some kingdoms trying to form an alliance and
Oh yeah, definitely.
like try to like undermine the empire and everything and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not copying the plot of Star Wars.
I am the Senate. Do it.
You it.
Good, good. Come to the dark side. Yeah, there's some interesting landscapes around my area too, but I also try to not explore too far because we also don't want to be traveling tens of thousands of blocks away to get new stuff.
Right.
I think there's a lot of land down around where I'm at right now that could be one of those another kingdom potentially, instead of like how Duskarth is just a village.
Yeah.
Shipwreck. Where's the chest? A couple of bits of bamboo. That's about it. Buried treasure. All right, how far? Guess we'll travel this coastline. Another thing we kind of want to take in consideration too with our world in general is like, are we wanting to have everything on just one continent, or do we want to have like stuff on multiple continents type thing?
Yeah, that's true.
Because like
that's
I
kind of why I wish like uh Minecraft generation had more like defined continents, but I would say multiple continents because I think in the mesa. That's where I went to have the last remnants of the orcs be hiding out.
Right. Like out by the mining desert.
Out by the mining desert, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember you saying that.
So I don't have enough explored though to know if it's actually a separate continent.
I'm like 99% certain it's a separate continent because did I fly? I haven't fully flown through. Huh. I swear I thought I have.
Pretty much, and there's like big ocean biomes and stuff, but I don't know if
Big
like
cave.
at another point it loops back around and whatnot. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have to like destroy some continents in between or whatever.
Yeah, destroy continents to make more continents.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely foresee the unfortunate business of doing some terraforming around the waterways or whatever to like make rivers more defined and like
Oh, well, yeah.
completely go through places or whatever, widening them in some spots and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean,
Just to
that'll
make
definitely have
it
to be
better,
something.
which
that
will
will
be so
done.
annoying to do, but it'll look so nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I found a village that has dripstone caves.
Nice.
Or there's a... This is a big old cave, too.
There's some big caves out here that are dripstone caves, too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I already have the dripstone that I
Right.
need. I'm just exploring at this point because I really haven't done much exploring. Oh, here's a savannah. Wait, no, I've been out here before. I think this is where Soulspawn has his big old portal. Yeah, this looks like a Soulspawn build. Unfinished. Because he abandoned us. Yeah, then my buddy is out that way.
I was looking down on this cave and I was like, wow, it's really dark in there. Turns out there's two Endermen standing there, and I just looked at an Enderman. But I was like, that's like pitch black down there. Like zoomed in. Oh, those are Endermen just standing there.
It's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of promise for this area that I'm currently.
He was holding a block.
In. He was holding a block and
he could have been an old Enderman from like ages ago, though, that stole a block. But
true.
Data pack list enabled. No Enderman grief is enabled.
Yeah.
But I guess it could. Maybe it's outdated. I don't know.
I don't know.
I just work here.
I just work here. Okay, well, I'm back home. And I think it's time for me to wind down for the night. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we're going to be heading on over to Roth when we are done here. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead, wind things down for the night. Next time, we will get the lava farm going, so we'll have an infinite lava source or an infinite fuel source for our forges. We might have to do some trickery with the buckets if they happen to get stuck in the system. That will actually, I might want to test that. No, I'll wait till next time because I'm getting a little bit sleepy and we're a little under 4 hours. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say good night for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thanks for tuning in and chatting with me. And also appreciate all the lurkers. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you didn't, you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that like button. Check out the links below for all of my social medias. Consider joining my community Discord as well. Love to chat with you guys in there. And if you want to see more Soulless World content just like this, consider subscribing as well. Make sure to also check out Roth. He is linked in my description below, and we will be heading on over to him in just a moment. But before we go, I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to all of my channel members. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you want to be absolutely amazing just like them, consider becoming a channel member today. Never required, but always greatly appreciated. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.